Good afternoon, J Martians. How are you today? So lovely to see you today. This is Simply Renee with Hot Topics with Renee today, also part of Cooking with Renee. So very glad to see you. Let me get a clip, give a clap to my J. Now please share this video with your friends and your family. Please tap on that wonderful heart as well, as that supports me. And also join my fan club, the J Martians, which are the coolest. You can also find all of these videos as well on my YouTube page, Cooking with Renee, as well, to see it in its entirety. And you can also catch clips of this video as well on my Facebook page as well as my Instagram page as well. All right. So today's topic, we're focusing on friendship. Okay. So my first question is, what do you look for? Uh, what do you look for and need in your friendships? Okay. So as you well know, I always start these answers off with the questions. And hi there. Thank you so much for joining. What I look for and need in a friendship is honesty. Long as you're honest and long as you're upfront about who you are and you give me yourself, 100% of yourself, we can be friends forever. But when you start being manipulative and you start lying and you start trying to be vindictive, that is when things go left for me. So I try to give people honesty and truth and 100% of myself when I'm your friend. I don't give you anything else but that. So I expect the same. I expect you to know that when you confide in me, that information doesn't go outside of the conversation that you and I both have together. So if I tell you something in confidence, I expect it to stay within that realms of that confidential conversation that we have, and you're definitely going to get the same from me. There have been many things that I have had that friends and family members have told me that has never been repeated, not from me. Because especially if it's a very sensitive thing, well, even if it's not, if it's your personal information, I do not relinquish your personal information. That is something that you told me in confidence, and I'm honored that you would take the time to even tell me, you know. So the last thing is I'm going to betray your friendship now, your confidence, by going to tell the world about it, because that shows a lot of shadiness and a lot of immaturity that you cannot hold water. Do you guys agree? So in order to show me how true you are, then I need you to keep your mouth shut, not tell all my business. And I'm not going to tell all your business as well. So it's about honesty. It's about being able to feel like I can trust you. And when things go bad and maybe we're not on the best terms, because I've had some friends that I've been friends with for several years, and sometimes, hey, like friendships, like family, you fall out sometimes. Sometimes you don't agree on everything. I mean, you're not always going to agree. You're not going to always be on the same page. So when that happens, that doesn't mean that you get to go now and betray me just because we fell out. That's not how that works. Regardless of whether or not we're cool or not, I'm not going to go and cozy up to someone that I know that you don't get along with, or do that, period, because that shows that you don't have any integrity, none whatsoever. Now, the second question that I have, and thank you so much for joining. Okay, I appreciate you. The second question that I'd like to pose to you guys is, how do you feel that you best offer love and support to your friends? Kind of goes back to my original answer with the original friendship question. I offer loyalty, I offer respect, I offer honor to you as a friend. If I'm your friend, I'm going to be your friend to the end. There is no switching. I don't do the switch up when it comes to friendships. If I'm your friend, then I'm your friend. Okay, and if we're not friends, then that's established from the beginning. It's all about honesty. I'm a very transparent person. I don't waste people's time with a lot of bull. And I don't expect people to waste my time with a lot of bull. So I give you what I expect back. Okay. So if you're on some nonsense and you're really not here for me and you're really not being my friend, then I would prefer you tell me that from the beginning. Don't waste my time, because if I find out later on that you were on some sneaky manipulative stuff, then it's going to be a problem. And then what you've done is you've ruined any chances of us ever having a friendship. So it's about being decent. It's about being decent. It's about being honest. It's about making sure that if you're going to be a friend to someone, be a true friend. Don't be a dishonest friend. Don't be a sneaky friend. Don't be a snake. Just be real and be honest about what you're doing. And like I said, I've had some people who, well, when I was younger, clearly, I thought that there were a lot of people who were my friends. And, in the back of my mind, I knew that something was off and something was weird. But, when you're a teenager, sometimes you sometimes will make adjustments for people because you really haven't figured out who you are yet. So you will adjust to fit other people and trying to have that friendship bond, even whether it's actually genuine, real, or not. Sometimes you'll do that. But as a grown adult, that's not something I'm interested in doing. Okay? If you're not genuinely here to be here and to be my real friend, or genuinely wanting to be in a relationship with me and you're just pretending, then I don't have time for that. I'd rather you just leave me be. Because I am a person, I've always been a loner my entire life. Okay? And so being by myself has always been my preferred choice in life. I prefer to be by myself. I prefer to do things on my own. I prefer to not really have a lot of people around me. Okay, that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It just means I'm a loner. I like to be in my own thoughts and be in my own time. Okay, so in order to be in my circle as a friend and a relationship or anything like that, you really have to gain my trust. I really have to feel something about your energy that is completely genuine. And if I feel like that your energy is not genuine and your energy is off, you will not be allowed in my circle. Okay? That is how I protect my peace. I'm always about protecting my peace. Okay? And my peace is very, very important to me. So if I feel like someone is violating my peace, if someone is violating what is my central nucleus of happiness, then I will quickly dismiss that person out of my life. That's just the way that it is. I don't have time for it. I would prefer if the person would let me know from the jump that that's how they are, because that way we don't waste a lot of time. Because one thing I hate also is my time wasted. For me, it's an insult. Don't waste my time by putting on airs or pretending like things are this way or that way or this way or this way, when they're really not that way. I would prefer for you to just go ahead on and keep it real and tell the truth. Okay? Now, I've always got a quote with one of these things. So, friendship is the source of the greatest pleasures, and without friends, even the most agreeable pursuits, even without friends, even the most agreeable pursuits becomes tedious. There's nothing on this earth more to be prized than true friendship. And that's absolutely true. A true friend is something that's treasured. A true friend is something that anybody wants to have, as a true down friend who's down for you for whatever, that's there for you through thick and thin, that's going to remain your friend. And throughout my life, I really have only had, I would say in my later life, friends like that who have been with me till the end of the earth. They're going to be there. But, when I was younger, there weren't always friends like that. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, how you doing? So, so when you get, like I said, when you get older, you start really learning about who's who. Okay? So, don't waste your time with people who are really not there for you in a friendship, in a relationship, anything. It's a waste of time. And as you get older and you get more sensitive to yourself, you realize that you don't need to have that type of person around you. See, those type of people, they bring a lot of negative energy into your life. And I don't do negative energy. I can't stand it. Negative energy bothers me. It makes me itch. So I like people that keep it real. Many relationships I've had with folks, the people that I've dealt with have appreciated me quite a bit because they know that they can tell me something, and as long as they are honest about it, we can be cool. We're gonna be cool forever because you kept it real with me. When you start lying to me, that's when it becomes a problem. Because one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'd rather give you the raw deal and tell you how it is rather than tell you something that is fake, that is something false, and you find out the truth later on. It doesn't make me look good. It makes me look stupid. It also makes me look like I can't be trusted. I don't roll like that. So my thing is, if you have a friendship with somebody, be a real friend. Don't be this wishy-washy type of friend that I'm cool with you today, but as soon as something happens, thank you everybody that's joined. I see a lot of my friends coming in here. Hi guys. If you're truly a friend, be a real friend. But if you playing with me and you pretending like you're my friend, and as soon as I turn my back, you talking about me, that's not my real friend. And trust me, I've gotten a lot older now where I may not necessarily bring it to you and talk to you about it. Well, if I do, well, actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to come to you and talk to you about it, but I'm going to do it on a one-on-one because another thing I hate is an audience. I don't need everybody from here to Kalamazoo knowing what business we had, what problems we have with one another, okay? I can come to you as a grown-up and say, this is what's going on. This is what I heard. This is this, that, and the third, and we can chop it up and we can clear it out at that point. That's how we do that. If I see that you are trying to bring an audience into this situation, guess what? I'm going to shut it down because I don't have time for that. I really don't. That audience thing irritates me. I like to have a one-on-one conversation with you so that we can see how we can rectify the situation. It's the same thing when I'm at a job. If there's a problem, I'm not going to do this on the floor. I'm not going to do this in front of a crowd. I'm not going to do this in front of the team. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do this later on if I'm working from home and I can't physically see you except on a Zoom. Then I will ask you to meet up for a private meeting and we can talk it out that way. If we're working in an office together, then I will call you outside to a break or whatever. I'll find you by yourself and we'll chop it up. If it's a family member or a friend that I need to talk to about something, I get you away from the crowd and we talk about it one-on-one and we chop it up and we figure it out. But when you start bringing an audience into our situation, that lets me know you're messy. And I don't do messy people. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do that. That don't work for me. Okay, so like I said, the ultimate conversation piece here is about friendship. So what do you look for and need in your friendships? That's number one. And number two, how do you feel that you would best offer love and support to your friends? Okay, that is something I want y'all to think about today when it comes to real friendship. Really think about that. Think about the people in your life that you consider friends. Think about the people that you have considered friends. I think about the people that you thought were your friends and turned out to be snakes and they really weren't your friends. And you found out the hard way, whether it was painful or hurtful or whatever. How did that happen? How did that come about? Were these really loyal friends? Were they really down for you friends that stayed in your life for several years, even after you fell out, whatever? Because people, when they grow up, I don't care how tight of a friendship you got, as people's lives change. Like I went to the military. A lot of my friends did not go to the military. So a lot of them stayed in my hometown or, moved or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we all didn't take the same path. So we're not going to be as tight as we were when we were in school. Okay. Because we have different lives. Okay. But what I do expect is that there's still some level of respect and, loyalty from you as my friend. When that doesn't happen, then we got a problem. Because I'm saying I don't need you in my life at this point. I have learned to be a person who sipping on the purple in the other drinking man. Hey, how you doing? Hey, hot chocolate. Man, I can hear you.
on the curb, me and yellow drinking man. Check out.
We turn Miami to Miami. We do this without it, she nanny. She
Good music going on this morning, Hot Chocolate. Thank you so much, hon.
I'm cut it up like machete. My hand up the solo, I'm ripping. The king, I'm the goat, I'm your daddy. Put my finger on the hit her like a porn star, I can hit me. She can tell my persona, that's the difference. Put it down in the tonsils, I'm responsible. Don't do my numbers. No matter what I done conquered, I'm going back in and growing bad. Wearing a different bag.
I see you too.
As long as she listening, doing that suspicious, know that be glistening. Inspire me.
Thanks for joining, I appreciate you.
I go out to get it. Massage me, cause she know I'm getting these meals consistent. Massage me, cause she know I'm getting this money consistent. Cause she know I'm getting these
I heard a little bit of what you said. What'd you say? What's up, baby?
Proud of me. Every time I come through and I hit it, no one flies me. I've been like this since I was an infant.
We about to go to Miami.
You have a good
Yo, it's
time.
Ice Spice, and right now you're listening to DJ Hype Man Ricky on BoominLive.com.
I done fucked up my favorite famous backstage at the Grammy.
I heard that. Well, that's my friend Hot Chocolate, and he got the music on. Trying to give y'all some inspiration with the music. It's live. I feel you. Hey there.
What?
Can you hear me?
Now I can. I took the thing out.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
I said stand up.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't hear me on the mic?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, when I'm talking on the microphone on the radio.
I couldn't hear you when the music was playing, but I can hear you now.
Oh, my microphone not on?
It was on, but it was like fading in and out.
All right, hold up.
This ain't PPA, this check we blowing and going away.
We turn Miami to Miami. We do this without it, she nanny.
I hope y'all liking the music my friend got going on there.
Better my money, chicken. Shut up the ring, chicken. Chickens, solid chocolate. Chickens.
So what made you decide to join me today, Hot Chocolate?
I'm up on the truck, snatch up a Bentley truck just out the route. Without the rich, I'ma swing up the park. Over 3 M&M just on the car. Ballin' in every day, night on the mark. Give me a Sprite, I'ma fill up with. Told him the fight ain't gon' hold me on choke. I want to hit it.
Got that boy Future, y'all.
If your metro don't trust you,
This how I feel on the weekend.
call somebody, get somebody.
This how I feel.
Some good sauce.
Single, y'all say stuff like this, you know.
Purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain, purple rain.
Okay. So like I said, y'all, Hot Chocolate got the music going on, but like I told y'all, make sure that your friendships with folks is true. If it ain't if it's not 1,000 grand, and I go past 100, if it ain't 1,000 grand, be done with it, because it's a waste of your time. Don't even try to fool with it. If you know somebody fake it, phony, let them go. I don't have time for that. Because I'd rather be by myself than have to deal with somebody that's from fakeness. I'm real. I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I'll tell you honest. Most people appreciate my honest. Some people don't like it. I really don't care about people who don't like it. I like the people who appreciate my honesty, and I tell you, you're real. So, what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to keep these questions in mind. I want you to think about your friendships today, and all the people in your life that you call your friends, that you think of your friends, that you may have had as your friends, that you thinking about having as your friend.
I just need a girlfriend. I just need a girlfriend.
You know, sometimes a snake don't stare if they see right away. Sometimes they gotta wait for a month. Okay. And sometimes a person is only get close to you try to get next to you to get something. So you have to be very, very, very careful. See, when you're in a friendship, you make
Yo,
sure
it's Ice Spice, and right
that you
now
set the standard for whatever your friendship is.
DJ Hype Man Ricky.
This is how it's gonna be. And they can either accept the terms or not. In other words, keep it 100,000 rand. Alright? Alright, Hot Chocolate. Well, I'm about to go. It has been a pleasure talking to you, Hot Chocolate. It is also been a pleasure talking to my J. Martin. Make sure that y'all tune like and share this page. Make sure that you hit one of the hearts. Okay. Make sure that you join my fan club if you have not done that. I need you to do that. And also get that videos all on YouTube. Do you think you could buy me a bottle of rosé? Okay, let's get it now. I'm with a band of closest friends. I say hi, say keys to the bins, keys to the bins, keys to the bins. My mom got got things to the pin. Try to get I'm a snapper. Double out of money, I done y'all on your bone.
Then I'ma go and get my Louis Vuitton.
All right, y'all. Love y'all very much.
I'm
All right.
really such a
See you
lady.
later, hot chocolate.
Honey.